Hello, friends. Today is the day that I am sitting down and doing the voiceover for this editing or for these meals of the week. And I am very excited to say that everybody has enjoyed in my household all the different meals we have cooked over this last week. And my one son says, no more soup for a while, so we're going to cut off on soup for a while. But this was a breadstick recipe I had found. Now, the breadsticks were phenomenal. I did do a taste test, so I do believe I talked to you guys about how good they are. I would tweak a few things in the dough recipe. I would add tons more garlic for more flavor, maybe even some garlic salt. I did not have a butter based, like, a brush where you can brush the breadsticks afterwards. So that I did look up a cheap for that. And what I learned is you can take wax paper, fold it, like get a thin piece, fold it, cut some slits on the bottom, dip that into the butter, and then baste that on top of the like you take the dip it in the butter and then you rub it on the breadsticks. That actually worked out really good. This recipe made 24 breadsticks, which next time I'll probably half it and then put half in the freezer for next time. I will say though that this is just fun, like learning how to do things. So definitely will be doing more homemade meals. I want to learn how to do things I've never done. Like I've never made breadsticks. A lot of this, I found all these recipes I found on Pinterest. So I'm just having fun with learning new things. And without a dough cutter, this was actually pretty easy just using a butcher knife. I mean, one day I'll probably have a dough cutter, but for now I don't have a dough cutter. But these balls, it was very awkward rubbing. You're gonna see when after we're done doing these balls, we then take them and do that. And that was the hard part until I got the hang of it and learned how to roll them out. Like I did good. And it was funny because my kids ate every single breadstick over the, like, I believe they munched on it for about 3 days after we had initially done the breadsticks. So they were a hit, and my kids are actually really enjoying this too. And I will say I don't know if you guys get stuck in recipe ruts. I was in a recipe rut for like 36 years until this year. I did try new things, but I always just stuck with the tried and true. So this is actually really fun for me doing these new recipes because sadly, out of my 37 years of life, I have never done that. And that's just I don't know why I did that on one speed. Maybe to show you guys where I put my butter. I'm not sure, but my noodles are cooking and they're looking beautiful. And then there my garlic breadsticks are to go into the oven and cook. This is the little baby turkey. All right, guys. I don't know how this video is going to go. It's my first time ever filming one like this. Beast. I have that door shut, that leads to the dining room because of my kids aren't comfortable being on film. And if they don't want to be, they don't have to be. This is just me. So this is my bowl of sketty, and this is the breadstick. I probably let it cook a little too long, but I'm here to try a bite of this breadstick. The spaghetti recipe, everybody has one, so I would show you mine if you're interested. I'm gonna try one without anything. This is a good breadstick recipe. So we're just preparing food. Obviously, the spaghetti sauce. The noodles, I want to do homemade noodles too. Shucks, I couldn't do it tonight. We will do homemade noodles because I want to try homemade noodles, and I'm just trying to use up what we do have. So when we do can tomato sauce, I can instantly use it. All right, I'm gonna finish my spaghetti. Thanks for watching this recipe. See you tomorrow for one I'm super excited about. Bye. I was super excited to try this recipe because honestly, we've never done a lot with chuck roast. So this was a very, like I said, I've been very sheltered in my cooking skills and I'm like a baby cook at 37, wild. But I'm learning now. And so this was my first time ever cutting up chuck roast to actually use in a different recipe. And this recipe was the beef pot pie. This recipe is very hearty and heavy. Delicious. There were no complaints. This one was very good. My kids actually enjoyed it. My youngest son is, I think I've said it, is my critic, my biggest critic. And he has actually ate absolutely everything I have made. And all these recipes are going to be linked down below. So me watching it back, I could try to remember what I did, but the recipes are going to all be linked down below. And I encourage you to try the beef pot pie. The breadsticks, like I said, doctor up the recipe just by how it is not enough flavor, I believe. But I definitely to believe you should do this beef pot pie. And I was surprised by how it all fit in that Dutch oven. Like it this beef pot pie just by itself could actually make a very good beef stew. It is very thick, and I'm not sure if pot pies are supposed to be that way. And I see my best friend just sitting there watching me. You guys know something with him is it's so kind of sad. Like he really needs to be part of the pack that like while I'm cooking or like he just won't go lay in the living room. He just has to be part of the pack. And I've tried putting his bed in the kitchen and he doesn't lay in it. It just makes me very sad. And there we are doing the browning of the meat. I will say I never even deglazed my pots, you guys, when I've been a cook. So this is a brand new world for me and I am loving it. I never knew that deglazing the bottom of the pot actually made such a huge difference in the flavor, but it really does. And that is just amazing and something that I have just learned now that it is really good to deglaze your pots as you're cooking. And it is very good to try other recipes. Don't be afraid to step out of your box. I will say my grocery haul that you guys watched leading up to this was a lot more expensive than it normally is. But I was like I said, starting from scratch with seasonings. I had to get flour. It was just a lot of starting from nothing. And it is expensive to start from nothing. But we do twice a month grocery shopping. That is a little bit of a struggle. That's something that recently changed because I switched jobs to go to college. I was working full time. And I was getting paid the opposite week of my husband. So we would each go grocery shopping on each of our weeks. But then as I took this part-time job so I could go to college, I decided that, I will take on the brunt of the groceries. My husband pays the brunt of the other bills with me being in college and only working part-time. So that is something that comes out of my budget is our groceries. And I don't mind spending $400 on groceries. That's $800 a month. And for a family of four, that's about, if it's $400, that's about $100 every 2 weeks for us, for each of us to live. Which my husband does do fill-ins for me though. Like what was sad about this is I had to go back to the store and there he is. Hi, honey. I had to go back to the store and we ended up spending like $300 more. So that was out of his finances. And that was 247 or 74 for a fill-in. And look how beautiful this is. Can I just say? This is my baby. This one was the star of the show and made me really sad I didn't do it by itself. I'm going to eat it with a spoon. I was thinking about it. All right, so comments and thoughts on this recipe. One comment, I forgot to do the egg yolk wash on the crust. The second comment, I didn't read my crust size and my crust was too short. So I would redo that. But, sneak peek, I've already tried this. Huh? That's my son. I've already tried this, and it's so good. Delicious. I would definitely make this. The recipe will be in the link, or in the, yeah, I'll have a link for it down below. And I would definitely take the time to do this. This one is a labor of love. But it was definitely worth it. I gotta try a piece of the crust though, before I can really judge. I should have, because if I'm really trying to homestead, I should have made my crust myself. But, but next time I will definitely do that. Alright guys, I'm gonna go eat my food. Thank you for watching this one. Bye. Okay, and next up, if I do believe right, will be the tortellini soup. This one was super easy. This is what I mean, how I want to lay it out and do it, is I want to have convenient meals, like level of difficulty meals. Like I could show you guys some extremely convenient meals that are still good and have that up there. And then I could have medium convenient. Like this one doesn't take much effort. It's medium convenient to me. And then like the beef pot pie is intricate and has a lot of pieces. That's when I want to give it its own moment to shine, because I believe that certain recipes do need its own moment to shine. And I don't even think I got any more footage after this for the tortellini soup, you guys. So this was the day I believe I did the potatoes. I'm not 100% sure. That's the only bad thing with going back and doing voiceovers, is you're like, what day was this, and why did I not get any more footage of this tortellini soup? This tortellini soup was very good though. My husband always takes our leftovers for work the next day, so I never feel bad if there's a lot. And I don't believe looking at what's coming up, no footage, so that was it. And now here is the biggest mistake of my life my biggest mistake is I believed I did gosh, guys, where's my brain? I did too much in the immersion blender with the potatoes. I immersioned them. But this was the fallout from having all those extra potatoes. I thought, we have all these potatoes. We're going to use them for this potato soup, so I don't have to work that hard. Easy convenience for me. I can skip a lot of steps. And the problem with this is I didn't take the time, which is a story of my life. I didn't take the time and read the recipe where it says don't immerse all the potatoes. But we actually repurposed this, and you won't see me. I made mashed potato clouds, and that was a recipe I was trying, and I will definitely bring it to YouTube. I tried it. It finished the potatoes up for me, so I didn't waste. It wasn't... my kids call them the good potatoes, so I mean, for a win for them. But they were stuck to the muffin liners. Like I put the muffin liners in my muffin tin, and then I baked them, and it kind of stuck to it. But I should have known right there with the consistency that it was all bad. Hi guys. Okay, so my thoughts on the potato stew, or the baked potato soup. I don't like it. My kids are eating it, and I have to be quiet because they'll think that if I don't like it, I'll put a thought in their mind. So I'm gonna go over the reasons I don't like it quietly. They're in the kitchen. That's how come I'm in the living room, and they're eating it. That's how come I don't want to wreck it. So my thought is don't blend all your potatoes. Do not. Leave some chunky. That was my first mistake. Add some heavy cream or some cream cheese. I was really trying to replicate the baked potato soup at Subway, and I loved it. So I thought I could do that. This was not the recipe. It literally turned out like mashed potato soup. Tomorrow I should do chicken chili. We've done soup so much though. Look at this consistency. It's like it's like mashed potatoes. I'm literally eating mashed potatoes and chicken broth. I'm gonna try it because this kids seem to like it. That's all that really matters. I'm a grown up. I can eat my barbecue little smokies. Right. I did something wrong. It just literally tastes like mashed potatoes. This could be the side to the little smokies. I was debating whether to show the footage or not show the footage. I was debating, should I just scrap it? I was kind of getting down on myself. I don't really like this way of filming. It doesn't bring much joy to me. I think we're going to finish out doing it for the meals of the week. And then I'm going to take time to really put forth, like, okay, for the quick dinners, I don't mind. Like, the tortellini soup did not need its own video. The breadsticks do not need their own video. Well, depending on what you're making, like if you're making giant pretzels, but that might not even need its own video. The beef pot pie should have had its own video. That one should have, and that's one I'm regretting right now, and it kind of makes me feel like yucky inside. So the potato soup did not deserve its own video. It'd be a 2-minute video. So I'm gonna eat my mashed potatoes, and then we will see you next time I cook. Thank you guys for watching this part, and I just wanted to keep this part in to show you that it's not everything you cook's gonna be the best, not even if you find the recipe. I don't know, somewhere I messed up. I'll try it again. I will try it again. And here is the last one for meals of the week. And this one was a very good one, along with the beef pot pie. This one's up there with It Will Get Remade Again. It is called bourbon chicken. And I did find this recipe on Pinterest. You could have it either with rice, noodles, I'm sure would be good. What I like about this recipe is the sauce actually makes a lot. You have a lot left over for doing the gravy with the potatoes, gravy with the noodles, gravy with the rice. I really like that this sauce makes more. And the browning the chicken, you guys, I've never browned meat before. I just thought, it's fine, we'll just cook it all the way through. Like, I never seen the importance of deglazing the pot or browning the meat. It really makes a huge difference. And I really think more people, I don't know if people know that or not, or if there are people out there like me who is just like, get it cooked and feed somebody. But I'm really enjoying this part of my life now, where it is more about taking the time and making something delicious and something new. And it really brings an excitement to mealtime for my kids, because my kids now get to try stuff that I would have never, ever, ever cooked before. So this sauce was very good, and this will get made again. I didn't put bourbon in it, and let me be clear, I used Jim Beam's bourbon maple barbecue sauce. And we were actually going to buy bourbon for this. My husband has some, but it's from Costa Rica or something, so he didn't want me to open it to put it in the recipe, because I'm like, well, we might as well, we have it. So he was going to run to the liquor store and buy it for me. But I was like, you know what? Let's try this. I don't think 1/4 cup of bourbon would get my kids drunk. And I just said, when we were at Walmart, I said, let's just buy this barbecue sauce, because then I can use it in different recipes when it calls for something. I still have my hickory barbecue sauce. I don't know what I used that for. I know I used it for something. Maybe I didn't film it. But it's been really fun chatting to you guys, and I can't wait to do another video. Bye. Okay, guys, so this is done, and it's ready for my taste test. I'm going to show you what it looks like all the way done. Delicious. Make it. I have it with gravy, or mashed potatoes and gravy, which you might not even need, because this gravy is very good. So I have tried it. That light kills me. I need to get a different light for that. I have tried it, and it's so good. I did not trust the recipe when the recipe said, don't cook all the chicken, brown it, add the sauce, and then you get the sauce to boil, and then you turn it down to a simmer and add the chicken back in for 10 minutes. I didn't trust that. My chicken cooked for like an hour more, because I was afraid that it was raw. But it is super, super duper good. Make this recipe. All right, guys. And since you made it to the end of the video, because this is the last one closing it out for Meals of the Week, we are going to do another Meals of the Week. I'm going to just tweak it a little so I enjoy filming it. And if you could please hit that subscribe button, please comment, please like, and I will see you I'm going to switch my schedules, but I don't know if I'm going to do Monday and Friday or Tuesday and Friday. But I will see you next time. Bye, guys.